hard と hardly の違いを知っていますか？例えば I study hard and I study hardly。簡単でしょ。hardly は副詞なんで hard と同じ意味。ちょっと待って、それ危ない。単語自体が似ていますが、実は意味が違って伝わるイメージがかなり違います。
Hey Arthur,
Yeah?
what did you do today?
Oh yeah, I hardly worked.
What?
Huh?
Why?
皆さんこんにちは、アーサーです。今日のレッスンでは、1、なぜこの誤解が生じるか、2、hard と hardly の違いを学びましょう。よろしくお願いします。Before we talk about the difference in the meaning, it's important to know the background, the reason why this is different, why people make this mistake. And it has to do with traditional English education. Traditional English education, especially in Japan, says that English is a bunch of rules to get correct. If you put the correct words in the correct order in this way, it's correct. English isn't logical. It's not something that you think about when you do it. It's something you do by sense, by feel. And it's something that is living, breathing, constantly changing. And it changes because of the speakers who use that language. And so if you want to never speak English naturally, the best thing to do is to think about the rules logically and never talk with native speakers. Just follow the textbook. But if you want to speak English naturally, you don't want to make mistakes, and you want to share your thoughts naturally with people from all over the world, we have to stop thinking about rules. We have to focus on sense, and we have to talk with native speakers to really understand. Just to show you some examples of how English has changed over the years, let's look at this. The word deer means shika, but 1,000 years ago, the word deer just meant animal, just meant 動物. Anything was a deer. A bear was a deer. A cat was a deer. A dog was a deer. Everything was a deer. The same thing happened with the word apple. You know, now apple means dingo, but originally apple just meant any kind of fruit. A grape was an apple. A pineapple was an apple. See, pine, apple. It comes from the word fruit. It's a pine fruit. Pine, apple. And the same thing happened with the words hard and hardly. So now let's look at the meaning of hard and hardly together. So you know, hard has the original meaning of katai, of something that is hard, it's tough, it's very strong. And so a lot of times people use that to mean 難しい or 努力して何かをやる, 勤勉に. So a lot of times when you use the word hard as an adverb, as a 副詞, it means 努力して or 勤勉に何かをする. So I study hard means 私は勤勉に勉強します. I work hard means 勤勉に仕事します. I sleep hard means 勤勉に眠ります. That's my favorite thing to do. Sorry. Now, what about hardly? Well, hardly used to mean the same thing about 1,000 years ago. More like 500 years ago, it meant the same thing. Hard was the adjective. Hardly was the adverb, the fukushi. So you would say, I study hardly meant I studied hard. 努力して勤勉に勉強します. But somewhere along the line, maybe 300 years ago or so, the meaning changed. And now hardly pretty much means ほとんど何々しない. So I hardly study means ほとんど勉強しない. I hardly work means ほとんど仕事しない. I hardly sleep means ほとんど寝ない. It's the exact opposite.
Hey Arthur,
Yeah?
what did you do today?
Oh, I hardly worked.
What?
Oh, I worked hard.
Oh, good boy.
Thank you.
And actually, native speakers know this, and there's a kimari monku, a turn of phrase that actually people use as a joke that plays on this difference. Sometimes when I'm talking with my friends and I say I'm working, they'll say, are you working hard or hardly working? Oh man, today I was at work all day. Oh yeah, are you working hard or hardly working? Hardly working.
Are you working hard or hardly working?
Exactly. You got it.
ちなみに世界とつながるムーブメントの会員は今回の発音練習と実践課題、実際に使えるようになるための課題をゲットできますので、ぜひご利用ください。So now, here's the big question. Differences between I study hard and I hardly study are really difficult to understand when you just focus on the rules of English, on the grammar. So how can you actually learn real English and be able to actually use real English? Well, the key is we need to stop studying English English and we need to start talking with native speakers. We need to start interacting, exchanging with them, and we can learn from them. でもそれって具体的にどうやってできるのかな？具体的にどうしたら実際に話せるようになるんでしょうか？ That's why I made IU-Connect. I love Japan and I've decided to call Japan my home, and I made it my mission to help Japanese people learn real English to be able to use English in the real world and connect with people. And I want more people to have a free life. So I'm actually sharing a free lesson on how to be able to speak with anyone, anywhere. 教室ではなく、生の場面でリアルな世界で外国人といつでもどこでも気軽に話せる方法をご紹介しております。You can get that in our free lesson by clicking up here, or you can click the link below this video. As always, enjoy your English adventures. 一緒に世界とつながりましょう. See you next time. パインさん、松。
松パイン
尖ってるから。
でも松ぼっくりは
pine cone. Yeah, right. So matsu is pine. Yeah, so basically pine just kind of means like 尖ってる kind of.
じゃあ尖ってる人とかは
I know you wouldn't say that necessarily, but you just say he's prickly. Yeah.
Let me talk to you.
Okay,
I thought, what did you do today?